Hello and welcome to Joanne's Healing Within. I am your host, Joanne Injubari Cologne, your certified personal trainer, intuitive healer, cosmic energy reader, a mother, a wife, and I'm here to help you along to finding your best self in 2020. Let's take a moment just to give a big shout out to Bobby behind the scenes for making all of this happen. And also a reminder that we are on Roku. So if you haven't had a chance to check out last week's shows and all the shows prior to that, feel free to have a marathon on that. And you'll be able to catch tonight's show next week on Roku as well. So share, like, and comment as usual, because I do go back and I read the comments and I do look forward to responding back to them. So feel free to post and share. I also like to give a shout out to my advertising sponsors, as this week I have 4. I have a new one. We're going to start off with our regulars, which is Sherry Simpson. She is an intuitive business guide. She helps women transform their business so they could be the best version of themselves to help their clients. Then we have Susan Joy Mitchell. She is a author of 2 amazing books, which are available on Amazon and Barnes & Nobles. First book is Vision. Second one is The Lucky Starfish. She's also a nurse, an educator nurse, and a Reiki practitioner. So again, you can find those 2 amazing books on Barnes & Nobles and also Amazon. Our third advertising sponsor is Gayle Nicholson. She's a resilience coach and also metaphysical practitioner who helps veterans and survivors of other adverse experiences remove traumas from their past traumas and live happier and more successful lives. You can actually contact her at 623-336-8202. And then our newest sponsor for this week, which is actually my guest for today, and I'm hoping I say her name correctly, Viana Sun. She's a subconscious mind specialist, intuitive, and loves helping people unplug from the metrics. You can reach her at 831-212-3157. So those are our advertising sponsors for this week's show to make the show happen. I like to help you reconnect in your energy. I like to invite you to go inward and get in this habit of developing a practice of connecting inward. And what exactly does that mean, or within for that matter? What does that actually mean? Well, it actually means to take time away from being out externally and trying to figure things out. Sometimes there are times when it's not worth trying to figure out. Rather than asking why things are happening, get in the habit of asking, what am I supposed to be learning from what is happening? And the best way, and from my opinion, the only way, is really going within and connecting on a deeper level by allowing yourself to connect with Mother Earth so you get grounded, so you're able to focus within, and then align yourself with your higher self to gain the knowledge and wisdom that your higher self has to offer you. And that gives you the opportunity to go in within, because all the questions you're looking to have guidance on really is available within. So I'd like to invite you today to take a moment and just take a breath. Breathe, because we often hold our breath when we are in stressful situations. So allow your feet to touch the floor, connect with the earth, and just take a moment, if you are able to, close your eyes, just to allow yourself to go deeper within. And take another deep breath and allow that breath to really go inward and connect on a much deeper level, becoming more aware of who you are on the cellular level. And as doing so, give yourself permission to ask a question that perhaps you would like some guidance on. And with that being said, I'm shuffling my cards, asking my cards what each and every one of you need to hear today that you need guidance on. And let's see what shows up for today. Our card is in reverse, which does not surprise me. When a card shows up in reverse, it's a two-way view here. The first way is that there's resistance behind the message. Second way, it means that it's a very important message for us to actually hear and oblige by. And the message is surrender. And I think it's appropriate. So let's literally put our hands up and surrender whatever it is we are focusing on or even stressing on for that matter. Because reality comes down to it is that stressing over the situation is not going to make the situation go away, nor is it going to make the situation any easier. But if you do surrender and you recognize that there's a bigger reason for what is going on around us collectively based on the COVID-19 and what's going on around us individually, every one of us has something to learn from this experience. Should we get into that space of saying, what am I supposed to learn here, as opposed to why is this happening? When you take the why out of the equation, you eliminate the victim and you put the what in the equation. Now you put the wisdom and the knowledge that comes into play. When you surrender, it's going to help you really connect on a deeper level with your heart center and allowing you to feel softer and feel more at ease and peaceful. And I think that's one of the biggest things many of us are looking for right now, is to have some peace and calmness in our everyday life, especially those who are experiencing remote work with their children at home, which maybe very chaotic right now for you people. And that's okay. Just surrender it and know that there's a bigger lesson behind your experience, as each and every one of us are going through some sort of lesson here. There's not one person in this world right now who is eliminated from this lesson. Every one of us are learning something. We may all be learning something very different, but we are definitely learning something. So I invite you to surrender, let go of the resistance of trying to figure things out. Now, your number associated with our card is 6 and 8. 6 is all about how you're going to heal from whatever's going on in our world right now. We are all going to heal something. We're all peeling away something that does not serve you on a higher level. Now, if you really do not understand the term, what serves you on a higher level, what it really just means in a nutshell is what doesn't serve you based on your ego. Things expire over time, and those are the things that no longer serve you. And that could very well be the places you used to go to, your job you used to go to, and the people you used to hang around with. Some of those things may very well not come back as we move forward into a new transition. And those are the things that don't serve you. Your 8 energy is all about the abundance that you are enduring right now. And that's amazing energy, the abundance, the harmony, the balance that comes into this whole process of surrendering. Now we move into 6 and 8, which works out to be a 5 energy, which means there's change. There's change that we are enduring right now. Each and every one of us are changing. We are changing internally based on our ego. We are changing places that we used to go to. We are changing the way we are viewing things, and hopefully we are changing for the better. So know that as we are enduring this change and we are surrendering, we are moving into a more of a space of freedom. And what is it that you want freedom from? So something to think about. And I'm going to leave you with that, but also reminding you to check in with your heart today, the heart chakra. If you are feeling heavy, do something to help release the heaviness, such as any type of movement to bring you into that space so you can surrender. So that's our message for today, and hopefully it resonated with you. Now, for those of you out there who would be interested in getting a one-on-one chakra balance numerology cosmic energy forecast reading, feel free to send an email to healingwithin76@gmail.com, and I'll be more than happy to setting up something with you.
Okay.
With that being said, we're going to take a quick commercial break,
yeah.
and I'm looking forward to bringing my guest on. We'll be right back. Hello, I'm Reverend Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, and I'd like to invite you to join me every night in the month of May on Facebook Live for our 31-day dance challenge. Come dance with me, dance party. Move your body and reactivate your chakras one chakra at a time. Begin to activate your root chakra. Feel yourself getting grounded. Move that energy up into your sacral. Feeling that sensual energy. Move it into your solar plexus, feeling secure. Bring it up on into your heart. Feel that love. Then express it. Tap into your third eye and visualize. Connect into your higher self. One chakra at a time, raising your vibration. Join me every night for the month of May in our dance party. I just call you Miss Sun.
Yeah, there you go.
You're on.
Hello and welcome back to Joanne's Healing Within. If you are just tuning in, remember to share, like, and comment on today's show. And for those of you who have Roku, remember you can go and check us out there too. And just to recap on our card reading for today, based on our energy, which I think I've already shuffled the deck back. So we were all about surrendering. So I asked you, what do you need to surrender on for today? And allow yourself to step into your heart center so you can surrender and let go of the heaviness that you were holding on to. Remember, we are all enduring some major changes right now, changes that we are looking forward to and some changes we are not looking forward to. But know that these changes do serve your most highest good and will take you to a direction that I guarantee will be more exciting than we've been in now. With that being said, I'd like to introduce my guest, and we were just going over her name, and I'm sure I'm going to say it wrong, Rihanna Sun. She is a subconscious mind specialist. Exactly what is a subconscious mind specialist?
Yeah, thank you for asking. So subconscious mind specialist means that I love to assist people to access the subconscious mind. So I work in facilitation, guiding people to when certain decisions or patterns were first made and help people to shift them and release them in order to create great change and transformation in their lives.
So basically what I'm understanding from that is right now what's going on with the COVID-19, you are a perfect person to be in contact with to help people really clear out the subconsciousness and to make space for what actually is in alignment for them right now?
Yes, absolutely. In fact, I have been very busy during this time. I'm getting a lot more clients because people want to work through the fear, especially the fear, the anxiety, and get to the root of these things. So that's my specialty. I like to help people get to the root of whatever challenge is going on in their life, because what happens is, the challenge is the present situation, but oftentimes the root goes way back to childhood or even precognitively. So
yes, that is so true. That is so true. Now, how long have you been doing what you're doing?
So I have been doing this work for a little over 6 years. And I also have been in the realm of holistic wellness and healing for over 20 years.
Awesome. And as I always believe, no one just wakes up one day to say, well, this is what I want to do. We always have a story and a journey to getting us to where we go. So if you wouldn't mind just sharing how you came about becoming a subconscious mind specialist?
Yes, absolutely. So I really got interested in the mind really early on. And it really was through my own personal struggles, having to heal through being given up for adoption, having a lot of trust abandonment issues from that, and really going through life. And honestly, it's just been through falling on my face, really. It's like being able, learning through trial and through mistake and all of those things. And then also, when I was in my teens, I went through very, very deep depression and a suicidal depression at that point. And it was from that point that I really got interested in psychology. I wanted to know how the mind worked, why the mind worked the way it did. But I never fully resonated with just the traditional psychological model. I always wanted to take a more holistic approach. So I started studying a lot of different modalities. And about 6 years ago, it was just by happenstance, I went to a friend's birthday party, and that's where I met one of my mentors for working in the subconscious realm. And then I started working with her and studying her work and doing the work on myself and seeing my life completely transform. And it's been from that I've really wanted to help and share this with other people.
Nice. Thank you for sharing that, because I always do believe one's journey is actually one's path into their purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do believe that. And even though, yes, you've endured some horrific situations from your childhood, but those experiences really are the, or should I say those lessons are really the experiences that build you to become who you are and why you're here on this earth.
Yes, absolutely. That was stated so beautifully and so perfectly. Yeah, I
Yes.
really do feel like it's the challenges as well, but it's really every piece of our journey that is really sculpting us and making us who we are. And it is through those challenges that we get to cultivate compassion and that we get to really find our gifts and get to share them.
Yes, yes. So now, why is it so important for someone to want to clear their subconscious?
So what I found, and again, honestly, it's through a lot of grace. I feel that I found this because we can go through our whole lives and we can be struggling our whole lives. We can be not living in our power our whole lives, and we can just be in that place of really being stuck. But the thing is, when we're in those places, we don't always realize what the true cause is. We don't always realize where it actually comes from. So if you're dealing with any issue in your life, chances are it doesn't have to do so much with the present moment as it has to do with, like I said, past beliefs or programming or things from the past. So that's why I feel like, and I have people ask me all the time, like, who's your ideal client? And I basically say anyone who's had a childhood, because
Good answer.
childhood, chances are there have been some decisions that were made during that time, some traumas that happen, right? And until we go back and address those at the root, then we can be playing out those patterns subconsciously in our adult lives.
Nice. Now, do you believe that with the COVID-19, because this is something that I sort of heard in my own meditation, but do you believe that with the COVID-19, it's bringing up a lot of triggers for people right now based on the fact that A, people have to wear masks, B, people have to be isolated, and we can go on and go on and go on, that perhaps this particular experience may very well be triggering people with those experiences?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, there's the collective experience around it, and also, like you said, on an individual level, which is very powerful. Absolutely. So people could be dealing with all kinds of things that are up right now, just around feeling alone, around feeling controlled. I mean, there's many, many levels to it. Absolutely.
Exactly. Now, in reference when somebody works with you, and I'm probably sure that it's very individualized, but when someone does work with you, is it based on like a certain amount of sessions that they actually work with in order to get to where they have to go? Like, what's your baseline look like in reference to working with somebody?
Yeah. So what I do when I work with anyone, and I love to do this, is offer a consultation. So I offer a 20-minute consultation where I connect with the person and I would connect with them and just checking to see where they are, what's going on in their lives, and also tune in intuitively, because there's no one size fits all. So I tune in with each individual person and tune into how many sessions would be a benefit to them. So I really work on an individual basis in that way. I do have other programs that I feel like are beneficial that have elements that, pretty much all of us can benefit from. And so I do have programs like that. And as far as working one-on-one, I always tune in on that level intuitively.
Nice. And in regards to your clientele, do you have a specific group that you work with? Like a lot of my guests who come on work specifically with women. I think in all my shows, I've had 2 guests that actually work with men. So do you work with both categories?
Yes, I work with men, I work with women, I work with children as well. I also do work with animals. So I'm pretty much full spectrum.
Very nice.
Yeah, because animals can have trauma too. Animals can have.
Yes. And I always find it interesting because when an animal does have trauma and has been adopted to a family member, usually there's a connection.
Yeah.
And sometimes the animal actually helps the person through their issues as well. So I do find that to be interesting.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. That is fascinating. That is very fascinating how that works. And that is how it works. Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Yes. What I'd like you to do for us is let the viewers know how they can reach you, because we're going to take a quick commercial break and then I'm going to come back and ask, find out some more about you. So let them know how they can reach you.
Yeah, great. One of the best ways to reach me actually is through Facebook. So you can find me at Brianna Sun, VRYANNAIASUN. So yeah, look me up on Facebook and connect with me there. That's one of the best ways to reach me.
Awesome. Awesome. So we're going to take a quick commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to have some more with my awesome guests. We'll be right back.
Blessings. My name is Rianya Sun, and I'm a subconscious mind specialist. I help people to unplug from the matrix, and I am the creator of the miracle healing technique. And I love to assist people to be sovereign and free. You can find more information at miraclehealingtechnique.com or find me on my personal Facebook page, Rianya Sun, VRYANNAIASUN.
When you open yourself up to actual energy work, makes that recovery progress so much faster. That recovery is possible. You do not have to live as a victim until your last days. You have unbelievable strength, and I know that because you're still here. Do you want to create something completely unrecognizable with your life? I can show you how.
Hello and welcome back to Joanne's Healing Within. If you are just tuning in, remember to share, like, and comment. And we are on Roku, so you can go and catch us there after the show. You can have a marathon for that matter. And we're going to just dive right in because I have so much to share with my guest here today, and I want her to be able to share everything about herself so you can all benefit from her, especially in this time of the COVID-19. I do feel her services are extremely important to each and every one of you who resonates with her. So we're going to dive into my second question, which is all about when a client works with you and they get a clearing session from you, how does that impact their life?
Well, I have seen it impact people's lives in so many multiple ways. It really depends on what the area of focus is. I've seen people have miracles with their physical health. I've seen people have pains spontaneously leaving from their bodies. I've seen people have miracles in the realm of their career, calling in an aligned career, a new job, calling in prosperity. I've seen lots of miracles with that. And I've seen people also through doing, especially when people do series of sessions with me, more often than not, they'll meet their life partner. So I've seen that happen multiple times. Yeah.
Repeat that part again, because I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that would want to hear that. So they would meet their life partner doing work with you.
Yeah, when people work with me and they do a series of sessions, especially clearing a lot of the base subconscious false beliefs, like I'm not worthy, I'm not lovable, I'm not good enough, I'm alone, I'm not important, all of those things. And when you clear those out of the subconscious, then you're at a completely different point of attraction for attracting a partner. So I have seen pretty much almost every time people have done a series of sessions with me, they'll go on to meet their life partner, or they'll go on to meet someone who's a beautiful match for them, and someone who again can show up and really bring the love that we all deserve. So it's really, really powerful to get to witness that, and exciting to get to see that happen for people.
Yes, that actually sounds awesome, and I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that would love to come into that work and meet their soul partner for that matter. Yes. And I'm just curious because I've been following you on Facebook, and you are recently, you and your husband, I think, are recently putting together some sort of course that you're working on?
Yes, my partner and I. And so I'm really excited about it. It's called the Soul Sovereignty Series. And it's a series for really claiming soul sovereignty. And so it's really for people who are ready to clear out all the blocks, all the interference, anything that is in your way from really being sovereign and being free in your life, meaning that you are living a life of authenticity to you, to your soul. You're doing what you love, and you are free from any encumbrances, meaning that you're just free in your life and you feel that sense of, like I said, just grounded soul freedom. So it's really about unplugging from the matrix as part of that, and doing other work to, like I said, clear out any encumbrances to you really just fully expressing and fully embodying yourself and who you are.
And how long of a course is that?
So it's a month-long course. Mm-hmm.
And are they meeting with you on a weekly basis, or are they meeting for 30 days?
Yes. So it's basically, there are 4 healing sessions that happen on Sundays, and then Mondays there's a weekly Zoom call. And then there's also support that my partner is doing of remote. It's similar to network chiropractic sessions. He's been doing chiropractic work for over 30 years. It's very, very powerful, energetic realignment work. So that goes in support with all the clearings and the healings that we're doing throughout the month.
Nice. That sounds like an awesome course. And how can they, I guess, register for that?
So registering again involves, I would love to speak one-on-one with people that are interested in that. So the best way, again, is to reach out through Facebook or reach out directly, and I can give my contact number for that.
Awesome. Very good. I love that. Now, let's talk about this unplugging from the matrix. What exactly is that?
Okay. So unplugging from the matrix work, and this is something that I got introduced to back in 2012, but I've only more recently been diving deep into it. So it's very, very powerful work. And it's what I call also, it involves clearing any interference. So what can happen, and what I found on my spiritual path, is you're going along, and you're growing and you're evolving, but you might still feel stuck. So it's really also for people that have been on their path for quite a while, but there are still things in your life that are not working, that are not flowing, meaning you might have things such as relationship issues, dramas in that way, health issues showing up, financial issues. So it's really, if you feel like you have done so much, it's really for people also who have done so much work on themselves that they're like, I've done this, that, I've done all the things, but I'm still struggling. And the matrix unplugging work, what it does is it really helps to free and clear any encumbrances, any non-physical influences, and also help to unplug you from the 3D, the matrix, the 3D holographic reality, right, that we're all plugged into, so that we can ascend, so that we can access the multidimensional beings that we truly are and access other dimensions. So it's really for that and to help us get on a true ascension path.
Wow. It sounds very involved, intense, but also very worthwhile.
Oh, yes. And actually, the whole process for the person receiving it is very, in a way, simple, because you're just relaxing and receiving during these sessions. And then I'm doing all the clearing work remotely. And then you just allow that to integrate in your life. And from experiencing this work and facilitating, I know for myself and the people that I work with, it's really life-changing. It's really, really life-changing. You actually palpably feel very different in your body after receiving this work, and then things in your life shift in a huge way.
Awesome. That, like I said, it sounds very involved, very intense, but definitely very worthwhile.
Yes, so, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So now I have 2 questions that I ask most of my guests. And the first one is, during the COVID-19, what have you learned about yourself during this period of quarantine, quiet stillness, and pausing?
I have been loving my life every moment of my life. And so what I would say about that is that in that way, I have not been giving my power over to the virus or to the situation. It's been an incredible opportunity to see, like, okay, where am I at internally? Oh, okay, every day I feel grateful. Every day I feel this joy of being alive. Every day I feel like I am getting to do what it is that I love to do every day, and staying in that place of service and doing what I can to be of support. And I am enjoying going out into nature and having fun with my daughter and my partner. And so it's really been an incredible time to be aware, of course, of what is going on, give my support in whatever way that I can, and also just be in that space of centeredness within myself to feel the gratitude and joy every day.
Mm-hmm. Now, since the COVID-19, prior to, did you always offer your services remotely, or is this something that had to shift because of the COVID-19?
I have done a lot of work remotely. However, I was seeing a lot of clients in person, so that did have to shift. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And was it an easy transition to shifting over?
It was, in the sense that, like I said, I'm just as busy, if not busier now, although I miss seeing people in person in that way.
Yes, that hands-on experience when working with clients is very different when you're working remotely.
It is. Mm-hmm.
But I also find, just from my own clientele, the feedback that I receive from them is the remote training, the remote healing it seems like it's even more powerful than the hands-on. Do you find that with your clients?
It can be. It's pretty similar either way, although I feel like people do experience something very powerful, and they experience it also around belief shifting, just around energy, when they are receiving a remote session, and it's extremely powerful and life-changing, and they're like, wow, we're not even connecting. This is all happening remotely, and I'm going through huge shifts. So
exactly.
Very powerful.
Yeah, which says a lot about energy in itself, because again, we don't have to necessarily be right there in the same space, nevertheless the same room, same country, on how powerful energy really is. Yes. And how powerful one can be when they're open to actually receiving the healing work.
Yes, absolutely.
Very powerful. So here's my second question that I ask most of my guests, and this one's a thinker. Where do you see yourself in 5 years from now?
Where do I see myself in 5 years from now? Well, I see myself in 5 years from now really assisting more and more people, really assisting and serving more and more people. And there's also a couple other projects that I have been working on. We filmed a local documentary here in Santa Cruz, California, a couple years ago, and we're editing that right now. Following three people's transformational journey, and being able to capture that on film and share that. So that project is in the works, as well as a show that I am working on producing as well. So getting that out there into the world.
Awesome. And it's really interesting, because when I was asking you the question, and I haven't even touched my cards yet, when I was asking you the question, what I actually seen as a vision, and I don't know if it's something that you foresee for yourself, but I see that you're doing, I see you like packing your bags, and you're doing a lot of traveling, doing the work that you're doing.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, that's part of my vision as well. Absolutely.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So again, let the viewers know how they can reach you, because we're going to take another quick commercial break.
Yeah, so the best way really to reach me, again, is on Facebook, Brianna Sun, BRYANNAIASUN.
Yes, and I'm sure there's a flyer there for the viewers as well, where they can actually see, and I think your contact number is on there as well. Great. So they'll be able to reach you by phone should they have any questions as well.
Yes, so, absolutely.
Awesome. So before we take a commercial break, just want to let the viewers know that when we come back, we're going to be sharing some tips on how to implement some of what Brianna shared here into your life immediately. And then I'm going to also be giving her a card reading today. So we'll see where that takes us. So we'll be right back.
Hi there, my name is Sherry Simpson. As an intuitive business guide, I help female service-based business owners to grow their business using their intuition, helping you to release the blocks and limits preventing your growth, and allowing you to get the aligned action steps to take to grow your business. You can reach me at sherry@sherrysimpson.com, SHERRI@sherrysimpson.com. I look forward to helping you grow your business soon. Namaste.
Blessings. My name is Rianya Sun, and I'm a subconscious mind specialist. I help people to unplug from the matrix, and I am the creator of the miracle healing technique. And I love to assist people to be sovereign and free. You can find more information at miraclehealingtechnique.com or find me on my personal Facebook page, Rianya Sun, VRYANNAIASUN.
Hello and welcome back to Joanne's Healing Within. I'm your host, Joanne. And again, for those of you who are just jumping on, remember to share, like, and comment. I do go back and read the comments. And also for those of you who do have Roku, you can check out all my shows. Have a marathon if you like. Why not? We're in COVID-19 quarantine. What better to do than sit in front of your TV for hours at a time? So here we have it, my beautiful guest sharing with us all about unplugging the metrics and the subconscious mind specialist. And I know I'm going to say the name wrong. Oh, Lord, help me. Rianya, right?
Yeah, you got it.
There we go, without trying. Can you share a few tips for the viewers on what they can implement immediately into their life by doing some of the things that you do?
Yes, absolutely. What I would say is this. We all have all the answers inside of ourselves. So if there is something going on in your life, take a moment to self-reflect about it. Take a moment to journal about it. Ask yourself for the answer to whatever question it is that you have. And you will be able to provide and receive whatever answer to guide yourself through whatever situation you're going through. So that's something that I would highly recommend, is just being able to sit, to meditate, to, as I said before, journal, whatever it is so that you can reflect, ask yourself that question, and be able to give yourself the answer.
Awesome. And just again, because we might have some new viewers popping in right now, if you could just share that course that you and your partner are going to be offering, just share that again.
Yes, absolutely. So this course is called the Soul Sovereignty Series. And this series is really about being able to claim sovereignty in your life, in all areas of your life, being able to be sovereign, being able to be free. So it's especially like if you have been on your path for a while, or you're at a place in your life where you're feeling stuck. If you're feeling stuck, if you're struggling in any area, like I said, struggling to move forward, if you've got a project you're working on, or if you're feeling stuck in your job, your career, if you're feeling stuck as far as being able to move forward with love in your life or with prosperity, this course will be very, very powerful for you. So it's a 4-week course. There are weekly healings, remote healings that happen as part of this course, as well as weekly Zoom calls, and support from my partner doing energetic realignment, network chiropractic remote sessions that are very powerful for removing and clearing and activating energy. So it's going to be a very supportive group for that month. And as I said before, help you to clear through a lot of blocks or things that have been weighing you down or holding you back.
Awesome. Thank you for that. Thank you. Now, did this course come to your mind prior to the COVID-19 or during the COVID-19?
This is actually a course that came prior to that. So this is something that my partner and I have talked about doing for a while, and now is the time. So
yes,
yeah. And it feels like even more so now is the time, the perfect time.
And I think it's in such perfect alignment because we have 4 planets right now in retrograde, and many of those planets, are all in alignment to us transitioning and shifting and releasing energies, and it's really in perfect alignment to that course you're offering. So I wish you luck on it, and I'm sure you're going to be quite busy with it. Yes. So as I mentioned, I now get to give you a reading. And how it works, there's 2 ways you can go about receiving your reading. First way is you can ask a specific question that you would like some guidance on, and my cards and my intuition will give you some insight. Or second way is you can allow the universe to provide you insight of whatever it is the universe feels you need to know.
I'm going to go with option 2.
Of course you are. All right. So with that being said, if you can just repeat your full name that's on your birth certificate 3 times out loud so I can activate your energy.
Okay, so I should be using my Korean birth name?
Whatever's on your birth certificate.
Okay. So Sukwan, Sukwan, Sukwan.
Now, I could have called you Saquon this whole time. That's a real easy name.
I know, right?
Awesome. Awesome. All right. So let's see what we get today, insight-wise. What shows up? What do you need? What guidance? Aha. Ah, communication. Communication. And it's so interesting that this card shows up today because we are in the energy of Gemini. And Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is the planet of communication. And thankfully, to goodness, Mercury is one of the only planets that's not in retrograde right now. Thank God for that. But basically what this is saying is you are on a path of major communication. You are communicating with people besides all over the world. You are communicating on such a different level with clients in regards to helping them to communicate from within and really helping them to open up their communication with their higher self. So I do believe that this is a major piece of information for you, letting you know you're on the right path doing what you're doing. And it's not the everyday message of like saying, well, you need to communicate. This is saying to you that the work that you are doing, you are helping so many people activate their throat chakra and also activating their connection with their higher self so they can work on unplugging from the metrics and really getting into the deep subconsciousness of all the inner wounds that they've been carrying for all these years. And you're helping so many people activate their throat chakra. So that's a powerful read right there. And I haven't even touched the other 2 parts of this yet. So the second part is the chakra, which is all about the heart chakra, the self-love, which is what you were just speaking on regarding your course, on how doing the work that you're doing. I do believe that there's going to be many people coming to you, specifically women, maybe even men for that matter, coming to you wanting to really have that connection to releasing, unplugging all the traumas so they can be in the alignment to meeting their soul partner in this lifetime. So I think that's what the heart chakra is all about. Really allow you, the work that you're doing. I mean, I know that I can feel that the work that you do fills you up. That you wake up each and every day being excited and saying, wow, I get to work with X amount of clients today doing what I so love to do. So definitely that love is radiating out of you and just pouring out. It's amazing. So yeah, the next part of this card is the number 1 and 2. So the 1 is about the new course that you're obviously offering. That's going to lead into many new opportunities for you as well. Besides for your students that are coming in for this new course, it's going to bring a lot of newness between you and your partner as well. Many new opportunities coming in. That 2 energy is about the partnership that you and your partner have and what this is doing for the 2 of you. Because I'm a firm believer that we heal ourselves before we heal others. And that through this course that the 2 of you have been working on together has healed the 2 of you on a much deeper cellular level. And that has taken the 2 of you to a place that neither one of you even realized you were going to go to. And it has embarked on something so much bigger than what both of you can even imagine.
Yeah. Wow, that's spot on.
Yeah. And now your 1 and 2 is a 3. So the 3 energy, what I get from that, besides the communication portion, is there's something so much bigger that's brewing on your stove right now with this course that's going to come out of this course that you're teaching, that you're creating. There's something so much bigger. And right now, it's not allowing me to see what it is because we're not supposed to know what it is just yet. But there's something really big coming in that you and your partner are both creating together. That's even bigger than what you're creating right now. And I do believe I definitely can intuitively feel that as with this COVID-19, as we move into the new shifts with this, you're going to start, both of you are going to start to feel the energy of this new creation that's coming in, and it's going to be powerful. So perhaps you're actually even feeling some sort of shift within the two of you, looking at each other, saying, something's going on, but I'm not quite sure what it is just yet, but it's big. And that's what I get.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Absolutely.
That's what I get. Does that resonate with you?
That totally resonates. Very, very spot on. Absolutely.
Awesome, awesome. So yes, amazing. Yes, I'm looking forward to knowing what it is. So you'll have to share when it explodes, because
yes, I'll keep you posted.
Yes, it's going to explode. Something big is coming. It's going to explode, that you and your partner are creating something so much bigger than what you're already creating. And this is already big, but it's even bigger than that.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm excited. I'm excited.
Thank you so much.
Yes. So again, one more time before we go to commercial break, let the viewers know how they can reach you.
So the best way to reach me is through Facebook, Ryannia Sun, VRYANNAIASUN, or at my phone number that's listed as well.
Awesome, awesome. And it was a pleasure having you. I was looking so forward to connecting with your energy and just getting to know more about you. And I love following you on Facebook. And I love the fact that you often find yourself pulling over because you're receiving downloads, because I do the same thing. And I thought I was the only person in the world.
That's great. I love it.
Literally get pulled over because we're getting downloads, and that you immediately want to share it. So I appreciate that, and continue doing all that you are doing, because you're amazing, doing amazing work for the world and changing many, many people's lives and helping people step into their purpose as well. And that's my mission for being here on the show, is being able to encourage and support other people, for them to realize that they too have a purpose, and you're helping them unfold that purpose. So thank you so much.
Oh, thank you too, Joanne. It's been such a pleasure and an honor to be here with you. And thank you for your dynamism, your power, your potency, your big heart. And I'm grateful to be here. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much to you as well. So we're going to take a quick commercial break. And when we come back, I'll bring you the conclusion of today's show. We'll be right back.
Hi there, my name is Sherry Simpson. As an intuitive business guide, I help female service-based business owners to grow their business using their intuition, helping you to release the blocks and limits preventing your growth, and allowing you to get the aligned action steps to take to grow your business. You can reach me at sherry@sherrysimpson.com, SHERRY@sherrysimpson.com. I look forward to helping you grow your business soon. Namaste.
Blessings, my name is Ryannia Sun, and I'm a subconscious mind specialist. I help people to unplug from the matrix, and I am the creator of the miracle healing technique. And I love to assist people to be sovereign and free. You can find more information at miraclehealingtechnique.com, or find me on my personal Facebook page, Ryannia Sun, VRYANNAIASUN.
Hello and welcome back to Joanne's Healing Within. I'm your host, Joanne, and I'd like to thank you for being here. For those of you who are popping on right now, please share, like, and leave your comments, as I do come back and read the comments and comment back as much as I can. And I hope that you had a chance to enjoy today's show. If you're just popping on, feel free to go back and watch today's show later on tonight. I will re-air it. And it's also available on Roku and YouTube as well. So you can always catch the show, have a marathon for that matter. And I like to remind you, I will be going on live tonight on Facebook for our free readings. So you can come take advantage of a free reading, ask your questions, whatever dying question you have that you like to get guidance on. I will be offering free readings at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on my Facebook page, Jab Barry. So join me there. Everyone's entitled to a reading. I'm also continuing my 30-day dance challenge. Have not been as consistent as I had wanted to be, based on some of the challenges I have endured with this amazing energy we got going on with these planets and moving into Gemini energy. My schedule has been really tough, but I'm getting on as much as I can to do my dance challenge. So come dance with me, dance party every night in the month of May until the end of May. And there's a good probability that I will be keeping it up, but not doing it every night, but I'll keep you posted on when that will take place. For those of you interested in receiving a one-on-one reading, a more intense reading, feel free to email healingwithin76@gmail.com to schedule that reading as well. And also, for those of you who are interested in showcasing all that you do, whether you're an entrepreneur, healer, publisher, author, or you're living in your purpose, I am always accepting guest sponsorship applications. To do that, just send your bio and story to healingwithin76@gmail.com. And I would look forward to having you on my show as my next guest. With that all being said, I wish you all a happy Memorial Day weekend. Be safe, and just know that we are all in this together with the COVID-19. We will get through this. And remember, don't ask why you're experiencing this, but ask, what are you supposed to be learning from this? And when you go with that attitude, you shift your energy right away. I will see you all later. Have yourself a blessed day and night wherever you are in the world. Bye-bye for now.